Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 311 of the Daily 180, and today I want to continue our series of G words. I want to talk about the word growth. Growth is kind of an interesting word. You know, we talk about the idea that there is nothing permanent in the universe except change. Or at least I've talked about that. And I know that other people have talked about that. That's shown up on different kinds of channels and different kinds of conversations. And it's even used sometimes as a punchline and jokes. Yeah, change is something that is always going on. But there's a difference between change and growth. You know, when we talk about change, change is oftentimes one of those things that occurs around us, and it occurs to us. But growth, if we're going to really experience it, in most cases, is something that happens within us and changes us and our ability to handle challenges and opportunities that come our way. Take a look at babies. From the time that they're zero, they're just born, to the time that they're about 5 years old, they acquire some tremendous kinds of experiences in their lives. They grow, not just physically, which is pretty astounding, but they also develop the ability to have speech, to have actual conversations with other people, tremendously difficult intellectual skill. They master all kinds of gross and fine motor skills. By the time a child is 5 years old, they've gone away from using a pen or a marker or a crayon on the wall in a whole fist, and many of them are doing it with just fingers. These fine motor control skills that they develop, and especially if they're playing video games, they've got some fine motor control that is absolutely astounding. And they also master the ability to create a mental construct of something that they have never seen and never will see and be able to manipulate that. I'm talking about sphincter control. Yes, I'm talking about sphincter control. All of these things are tremendously complex things that happen as a part of growth. But what kicks into that growth? What helps them make that growth? I mean, obviously on the physical side, it's taking in a lot of food. It's making sure they get a lot of rest. It's having a balanced experience. It's also, as they're learning motor skills and conversation skills and social interaction skills, it happens because of a balanced life. If we want to continue in our lives, if we want to continue growing in our lives, the lesson for us, I think, is very clear. We need to have balanced experiences in the rest of our lives as well. If an individual is trying to grow really well in one area of their life, but ignoring some of the others, they're probably going to be perceived as, well, being awkward around other people, or being so focused that they really don't relate to others very well. Why am I sharing this today? Well, quite simply, growth is not change. Change is not growth. They happen differently, they happen similarly, but one is intentional and one is chaotic. My encouragement today is find a spot where maybe you haven't been putting in some attention for growth, or maybe find an aspect of your life that you've been ignoring as you've been trying to drive some development in another, and allow yourself to have some growth. I hope that'll be useful for you. If it is, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment in the comment section. Hey, we'd love to have you share or maybe even subscribe and join us for the rest of the journey. In the meantime, this has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.